Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get
We're back.
Hey, Chops. How are you?
Hey, Gorn. Why are there's 5 of you today? You're a whole bushel. You're a bushel of corns.
We're multiplying. It's getting weird. Well, we've got a guest. Do you remember the guest's name?
𝙒𝙗𝙧𝙣.
Burgetta? That sounds
Burgetta.
more like a cheese now.
No, Greendeberger.
Laguidi Greendeberger.
There we go.
Laguni Beanburger.
Hello.
His real name, on the other hand, is way more, way simpler, way easier.
Laguni Green. I can't even pronounce what you just said.
Laguni de Burger.
I'm somehow Italian, Jewish, and German.
Changes
Makes
every
sense.
week.
Makes sense.
That's a good sitcom. Caller, you're on.
Hey.
Well, hey, you.
Well, hey.
What's
How
up?
you doing?
So
How's it going?
that's all right. I'm about mid, fair to mid.
Did I win?
You got a what? Say that again?
Did I win?
Shit, you hadn't
Not
lost.
this time.
You're here, aren't you?
But you were caller number 4. Try again.
Ah, shit! Fuck, baby, we gotta be caller number 10. Sorry, Cynthia. Hey, fuck you, Jason James! You, James! You wanna get in my fucking life? Fuck you again, Jason James! Always trying to get in my life, you stupid bitch! Fuck you, Jason James! Don't you look at me like that. Don't you bring my family into it either. Don't, god damn it, don't look at me again.
The longest argument they've had.
Let my motherfucking thumb! You won't be able to breathe! Hey!
It went from 0 to like 1,000 so quick. It was awesome.
I don't
the
know
chat's
why
saying
they can't just fucking get along.
I don't like
dolphin
that
thing.
motherfucking dolphin, bro.
It'd
He's a
be-
piece of shit.
It'd be so much easier if they could just get along. Next
It would be, but
thing you know, that goddamn dolphin's gonna be on with Bob Levy.
Oh, shit.
he tries to talk about my dead dad and shit, bro. Fuck that.
Oh well, you know, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm
He
sure.
brings my family into it every time, man.
What did you
Like,
do
I
to
don't
piss
do
him
that.
off?
Huh?
What did you do
Well,
to piss him
fucking
off?
blowhole 3 times, but
You don't
was
think
consensual.
that'll piss somebody off? You think that'll do it? Maybe.
It would piss me off, but it was consensual.
Oh, okay. Well,
How many times I've said that?
about blowhole fucking specifically.
Whatever you call it.
I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't need to know it was a thing, but I am appreciative about it.
Yeah, it's a real thing, man.
I believe you. I really believe you.
Well, I mean, if you're into that sort of thing, I think that dolphins offer other spots first. Even to humans, I think they do.
I really thought the dolphins are the aggressors in these situations typically, right?
They are sometimes.
They
Yeah.
straight up R-word
Yeah.
like people. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah, they'll rapture your ass.
They do each other. Like dolphins are very aggressive. They're basically humans in the ocean.
College students.
No. It sounds more like they're just basically sex offenders in the ocean.
You know, he's the third person
yeah,
I've heard call dolphins the humans of the ocean.
documentary coming out next soon.
It's true.
I would
They
watch
are. They evolved in the water, whereas we evolved on land.
I just
I
realized
think they chose better.
these birds are still chirping in the background.
Oh my God, they are.
I thought those were yours. Whose birds? I thought those were your birds.
No, that's part of it's in Restream. I just hadn't turned it off yet.
Oh,
I kind of like it. It's relaxing.
Is there anybody watching? Who's here?
Nobody said anything yet about it.
Oh,
So
shit,
let's
there's
just
people
let it
here.
roll.
Okay, yeah.
I'm watching you on my TV, bro. What's the animated dude? Is that a real person or is it just like straight AI?
This is a real AI person.
Mm-hmm. His
Genuine.
name is Luigi. Luigi, would you go ahead and tell us like who you are, where'd you come from? Let's go ahead and hash that out. Real quick.
sure.
Lagoony Beanberg.
My name is Luigi Greenberg, known around these parts as Laguni Beanburger.
Mhm.
I am from a part of the world in which we were delivered to our parents by storks, and I host some shows.
I don't believe that.
I host a show with CORNdiff called Skeptical Robot on Fridays. It is about debunking the paranormal and laughing at stupid people. We are an educational show, but we also do a lot of stupid things and like to laugh at fart jokes.
It's true.
Yeah, and I also co-host a show called Unboxing Eric on Sunday nights.
Oh shit, that's you too.
That's
Damn.
right, you. Yeah, and Unboxing Riley Martin for those Howard Stern fans out there.
Who's that?
Nobody's. Yeah, well, on top of that, when you say unboxing, like unboxing Eric, what does that mean?
It is a analysis. It's a replay and analysis of every chronological call that a character named Eric the Midget would call into the Howard Stern show, and he was just a beloved character. If you've heard of Howard Stern's Whack Pack, he was the quintessential Whack Packer. Got a lot. He's gone now. He's not with us anymore, but had a big resurgence of popularity on YouTube with people who were making supercuts of the audio of his phone calls. And we saw a lot of people talking about it on the internet, on social media, saying that they would play the calls before going to bed because it was just such a comforting and familiar place to be that we wanted to actually talk about.
Kidding.
Calls. Yeah, seriously. And that's really where a lot of our fans have come from, is people who, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I would listen to it before going to bed just to have some white noise in the background while going to sleep. It's because his calls were so unintentionally hilarious. They were really
Gotcha.
funny. And we talk about them. This guy starts off in around 2002 as this very meek, mild-mannered little person, but by the time that he passes in 2014, he was a full-on tyrant. He would yell at Howard Stern, tell Howard Stern what he demanded be changed about Howard Stern's show.
Now, was this a character that he developed, or was it actually, maybe he was just getting a little too far against his head?
So here's the funny thing, and this is where the unboxing comes into it, is the jury's still out on a lot of it. And that's a great question.
Wow, no kidding.
Because he was not very creative. He was not a very creative person at all, but he surrounded himself with people who were creative in some way.
It's all in who you know.
Yeah. And many times they would try to troll Howard. Sometimes he would get people who he thought were trolling Howard, but were really trolling him. There were a lot of pranks. I'm hearing a weird echo now.
Test 1 2.
Nobody else hears that. Yeah.
How about now? Try now.
I hear the echo too, and I'm on mute.
Test 1 2. I don't hear any more.
What about now?
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Corn's fucking with buttons.
You heard it. You heard it just then, Brady, right?
Yeah, I heard the echo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one not hearing it.
Whenever you said, "What about now?" the first time, it was gone.
Chops, I've been taking some notes, and hold on, I gotta pull you into my office for a second. Yeah.
I've never been here.
No, episode 185 at the 8:30 mark, I heard an echo.
Oh my God.
I muted your microphone.
135. Yeah, I got 135.
Brady,
Colon 80.
no one's talking to you. Right,
Okay.
I muted you at the 8:30 mark,
Mhm.
and the echo went away. And when I unmuted you,
Is it me?
it came back.
Let me look.
Made a note.
You're saying it could be me?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Let me go off stage and mess with my settings a little bit. Tell me if you still here with me off stage. Be back.
Okay. All right. Everybody talk.
Ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hello. How are we
Hello,
doing
hello, hello.
today? There's a sunset
A
happening.
titty-ta-ta-ta-to-ta-tay.
Tip of the tip.
Hello.
What is tip of the lips?
A tip of the lip, a twat-ta-to, a tot-ta-to, a tay.
I tried to actually do the legitimate one. I don't know why I did that.
I'm here to you today.
Waffle sauce.
Let's talk more about dolphins and how they like to
Love waffle
force
sauce.
themselves onto humans.
They do be.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Ra-
Fuck you.
okay, I don't hear it. Do you hear an echo?
I don't hear it anymore.
Do you hear an echo?
I don't.
There's one way. There's one way to test a good echo.
Let's try it now.
Yeah, I hear it again now.
I hear
I
it.
hear it
Oh,
now.
really?
There you go.
What just happened?
Lagoony.
I'm
Bean,
outside
we just
smoking a
got bean
cigarette.
burgered. That's what happened.
Bean burgers. Fucking black bean burgers.
That's right. Oh man,
Hey.
that sounds good. You
I
ever
don't
had
make you racist.
you ever had grilled portobello mushrooms? Those big fuckers.
Oh, yes, sir, I have.
Portobello mushroom.
You ever made a burger out of one?
I absolutely have. Those are fantastic. Not
You know
a
what I
joke.
like to do?
I don't know if we've ever talked about this,
like to-
but I was vegan for a year and a half to win a bet. and I got very accustomed to grilling portobello mushrooms.
I like to bake them.
That's commitment.
Chop them thin. I like to make portobello mushroom chips. They're fucking amazing. You don't put no seasoning on them. Just a little bit of olive oil, and you bake them. And basically, all you're doing is dehydrating them. You're taking the moisture out, and they are so fucking good. All the flavor is there. Sorry.
And if you put some butter on them and kind of mix them up with some sweet potatoes and a little bit of roasted corn and put them into tacos, they're delicious.
Yeah. I do like a mushroom sauce too with portobellos, like a peppercorn mushroom sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know all about it, but my favorite thing is making the mushroom chips.
Hold on a second, Brady. This echo is making me thirsty. All right, there we go. It's a Seinfeld thing, right? I think.
These pretzels.
I don't. If it is, I don't know it.
I'm making me thirsty.
No, George, it's too much. These pretzels are making me thirsty. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
I haven't watched Seinfeld in so long. I need
love
to revisit it.
It's a good show. I recommend it. Holy hot ham.
She had man hands.
Holy hot ham head is more like it.
She had ham
5
hands.
gift membership
5.
level Cobb Slobber. Thank you so much, sir. Oh
Thank you
shit!
so much.
Hamhead.
Who'd we hit? Who'd we get?
I get 50 cents of that.
We got new girl. I got to rearrange the studio for this. Hold on. Let's make that picture larger.
Thank you, Hamhead. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you, Hamhead. New girl got a membership. Bobby Friend, BF Live got a membership. RMC. I do not know you.
But welcome.
Chris got a membership. No. RMC got a membership. Chris got a membership. And Kip Smith.
Thank you, Hamhead. Big supporter of the Skeptical Robot Show. Hamhead, thank you very much.
Oh, and then he went and became a member.
Anyone became a member. He is a cob slobber.
What a time to be alive. What a damn
It's called
time.
the Skeptical Robot. I'm gonna go look for it right now and subscribe, man.
Please do. Please do. You are
Yeah.
welcome.
Do you have a link, Luigi?
Yeah, put it
Yeah.
I'll put it in the thing.
Yeah. LuigiGreenberg.com will work. There's a link tree
Does
to
it
it.
really?
Yeah. Very recently, just last week, it started working.
Okay, so what is it called?
I'll put it here. I'll tell you what. I'll put it in the live chat.
There you go, man.
Brady.
Ham.
Brady.
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
What
Do you know
time is
do
it?
you know what's about to happen?
What time is it? What's about to happen? Oh, we got a roll call. Fuck off. Ham. You gotta put them and watch it on TV, man. Ham head.
Okay, we're gonna wait for a second for it to catch up.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta start yelling them out.
Yeah, I only see ham head.
It's gonna come quick. Be ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Come on,
I'm ready.
start warming up.
All right, ham head. All right, we got.
Oh, it's CORNdiff. It's stuck.
We got the coach Douglas W. and Paul Crowder. Coach Douglas W. Again, Durham bag. I would love a Durham bag right now. Sam Bibley. Hip. Up. Sam Bibley. Up. Hip. Sam Bibley. I'm Douglas W. Up. Hip. Durham bag. Falls reality. Balls deep. Sam Bibley. Sam Bibley. What's up, bro? Pretty antisocial is in the house. Who's that, Jackie or Haley? Pretty antisocial. We got new girl, Care Bear. Pretty antisocial.
I don't think we got everybody.
Thank you.
That was great. That was good. Acceptable roll call.
Will you do a roll call on our show?
Do what? What's it?
Would you do a roll call on our show?
Fucking A, I would. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Give you an old fashioned corn roll call. With dancing and everything.
Oh, okay.
Can I sprinkle
love
name?
Can I
people
sprinkle
love
in
that.
air horn?
Yeah, anytime.
Okay, cool. All
If
right.
that's my permission for that, sir, you are a host.
I'll be sprinkling.
People love the
Can I
shimmy.
scream out the name? No.
Echo
Did
check
I-
1 2.
It sounds better to me. I don't know about,
So far.
Chops?
but
Hello?
there's no
Hello?
video.
Now,
I
screw
don't
the
hear
video
an
for now.
echo.
If I can get, if I can at least get the audio first, then I'll worry about the video later.
It sounds great.
Yeah, I don't
All
hear
right.
it.
We'll stick with it
Yeah. Okay. All right.
until it fixes itself.
Oh, did you see the custom OBS screen I made for this stupid corn?
I did. I love it.
That's great. That is great. I didn't even know you could do that.
ChatGPT did it.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
It did.
oh, okay. I thought you were being for real. I was like, you really changed the OBS screen? I'm sorry. I don't know why I fell for that.
Well, no, no. I replaced the system file in Windows with this image, so now this is my OBS. Like, I don't have the same screen Chops has anymore, but
Got it.
now I feel like I've over-explained it, and it's no longer cool.
Oh, got a
Hey,
question.
so what do you think about my roll call, man? I took
Loved it,
inspiration
actually.
from you. I learned it from you.
I actually heard that. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. He's using the tempo. Hell yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm honored. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Chris Mack is saying we missed a membership milestone yesterday. Chops?
What was it?
I don't know.
What's a
I
membership
think I
milestone?
did that one.
And now we ignored him in roll call today. All right, can
Oh, no.
Chops and Brady, can y'all double team? Can y'all Eiffel Tower Chris Mack with a roll call?
Hell yeah.
Chris Mack!
Chris Mack, baby!
Chris Mack is in the house.
Chris Mack is in the house.
How do you
How
feel
was that,
now?
Chris Mack?
Yeah, it's better. We square.
We square.
We square.
It should be square.
The milestone is the free the free one that it gives you every month when you're a member. It looks like a super chat, but it's not a real super chat.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. I didn't know that. Does everybody get that?
I think so. Yeah,
But it looks like a subscription, but it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah. A membership rejoin or whatever it is. I can't remember. Do you remember?
Yeah, I just did it for 14 months.
Well, shout out to Brady for 14 months.
Thank you, Brady.
Oh, you actually did. There it is.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's like a test now.
What the fuck was I going to say?
Oh, that's what I sent in yesterday, I think, was my memberstone milestone.
Oh, yeah. while we were on. Yeah.
Yeah, while you're on yesterday.
All right.
If you
Question,
remember.
Chops. Do you remember the last fun finds under 5?
You got an aquarium. A little itty bitty aquarium for a Lego shop.
Fucker. I couldn't remember if I'd shown anybody that yet, and I was going to use it tonight. Nah, damn it.
You got something else?
Well, I haven't seen it. Show me.
Oh, he's got a point.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
What was that? Or do you want to go back to that?
Oh, do you want to go back? Hell yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. So
we'll do the fun find here after this.
yeah. Just to set it up, I've become obsessed with really bad Indian street food. As in, like, watching them do it with their hands.
Oh, God. This is going to make me sick. I've seen some of this shit. It grosses me out so bad.
Mm-hmm. Now, at first, I thought to myself, I was like, this might be good because it's deep fried pizza. And I put it in quotations because of things you'll see and whatnot. So it will get worse. I have a couple other videos, so after this, we'll... So this is not too bad, but what he's going to do is he's going to get a glob of sauce with his bare hands and just smear it.
Chops, he's not wearing gloves.
That is what I'm trying to understand with the Indian
We also
culture
don't have
and their food.
We also don't have any confirmation that is in fact pizza sauce.
I would say it's a vodka sauce, if anything.
The color looks. What the fuck is a vodka sauce?
It's
A
like
mixture
a really fancy pizza sauce.
Man.
A vodka sauce is literally a mixture of Alfredo and marinara.
Wow.
No shit.
It makes a pink sauce. Have you ever seen the video of the Indian guy who's cutting pieces of bread with his big toenail?
No.
Oh no, man! But I've seen bad ones. We'll see him later. I'm telling you.
My
So slap
grandpa
some
used
sauce
to do
on
that.
there.
It was normal. It's fucked up.
Now,
That is-
although it
that
looks
is
so
not
much
pizza.
easier to do it with your hands, but it's not hygienic.
No, it's fucking weird, man. That's why I don't like feet.
That's why I don't like feet. He said.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
God. Ugh.
Now,
I mean-
also Look at the yellow bucket in the background.
That's where the
That's
flavor
what the-
stays.
That's where the sauce is at, man.
You gotta admit that motherfucker looks serious about what he's doing right now, though.
They always do, and they don't smile. They don't.
No.
It's because he'll do this all day, and he's going to make about $5 for all this.
Look at all those bugs in there.
I've known a lot of poor
Sunflower
people. I've known a lot of people in poverty, and they find ways to put a smile on one way or another.
That isn't pizza. What is that? It's like
Yeah, that's what got me. I was like, fried pizza. it's like,
It's like-
Indian
That
pizza.
it's like
water, he just dipped
chickpeas
his
and-
hands
Oh,
in.
he's making those novelty vomits that you set on the floor.
and he's putting
To make this, yeah, yes, that's exactly what it is.
and he's putting bird seed in it. It
All right. Just whatever they can
Shells
possibly
and all.
find.
No, those are bugs, man.
Let's skip forward here because it doesn't look good going in.
What the fuck? He picks it up like that?
Who's that guy?
He picks
Who's
it up
that
like
guy
a-
with the red tie.
He picks it up like a piece of hot vinyl. Like
Yeah.
it's,
see we're all
we're
all
Luigi,
assuming
your
that-
eyes had not changed, and I love it.
we're all assuming that's oil. We really don't know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be fucking.
And I guess right behind it is that final outcome of whatever this is. If he called it bread, I would be okay.
It looked better uncooked.
it looks like a giant grandmother's asshole.
It's like the skin on the top of a chili or something.
It's like
And he's putting it in milk.
it's like I'm just gonna go with the giant thing again. A giant scab.
A giant
yeah, yeah,
herpes
yeah.
sore.
Perfect. Who's that guy in the red tie?
Oh God!
gotta
Wipe
be a
your
politician.
hands. Yeah, we don't want him to get dirty. Ugh.
So this was this was just a slight setup for
Why is
what
the
it
liquid
like.
white?
What was
For
that?
some,
Why is the liquid white?
that's what I was saying. Was we're assuming
the
it's
other video?
oil.
Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, you're right.
It looks like vomit.
Well, what did he put in there?
Oh, God, it looked like bile. Oh.
That should
I
know
wish I knew what was
good,
in
man.
there. It's not just
I
oil.
don't. I do not want to know.
Maybe that's the secret.
Hamhead's,
Who's
you know,
that politician
Hamhead
you're
is a legit cook.
Oh,
Hamhead,
oh.
do you have any advice or any info on this? What this might be?
Hamhead and Brady. I don't know who the fuck that politician is, so quit asking.
Okay, well, look at him. He's there. Like
I
the
know
whole
it's
time.
there's a man with a red tie and he's got some fucking jihad writing on the front of him, and then it just says M&A.
And somehow that
I promote this milky substance.
It looks like the cover of a shitty '90s VHS.
No, I'm not gonna lie, man. It looks like a Hispanic album. They always do that.
What's the movie called, Corn?
I can't read it. I don't know.
I think it's called Volkanovsky.
Now, what are you going to do with that, buds?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this does look kind of like I would try it.
If you didn't see it, yeah. If you did not see it be made, or know the process, yeah, I can totally see it.
But it's still not right with Christ. Like there's still something wrong with it. And
Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Is this the getting kicked in the clam? Ugh.
Oh my god. Well, this was just a setup for even worse street food, or even like how it's cooked, how it's done.
CORNdiff was joking about the fake vomit. Oh God! He was joking about the
Yeah.
fake vomit.
I know
it
that.
literally looks like fake vomit. Oh,
He dead as peppercorns.
I know that guy. He's known as the armpit chef.
Y'all ever watch the,
He was a
the
viral
best
sensation.
the best ever food review show with this white dude Sonny that wears a bandana. Like he drinks blood and shit, like from tribes.
All right, hey, play.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
That one,
Motherfucker!
that one gets me, dude, every fucking time.
God!
is that shit?
What the fuck? She spit that in there?
She just. So what I'm assuming is that she used her mouth in order to crush up like lemon or lime or something to save time and just spits it right on out.
I'm not going to assume anything.
First of all, that's the most insane assumption I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I've tried.
You're justifying this behavior. Oh,
Just
God.
looking for a reason.
I hope to see more of that armpit, chef, because that's just fucking something special.
I do
He
want to
holds
skip
it
ahead.
holds the food under his armpit.
So
Yeah.
is that food at a discount or a premium based on his celebrity?
There's a waiting list for him.
Ugh.
Yeah.
He
Wait a
catered.
minute. I wonder if that's. I mean, I don't know how long back this was. Was this like 2015 or so?
Is that
When
a
he got-
bucket
when
of
he got
shit
viral.
with arm in it?
Let's take a look at him.
Innovation in bread making that brings a whole new meaning to body heat. All topped with the 30 hand deluxe, where every ingredient is lovingly massaged with hands that have seen things no one should.
Oh, he's fingering the yolks.
Visceral.
What? That's contaminating it worse.
As we wrap up another glory.
So like right there, he's on the floor, trying to get it into shape.
Damn.
Now I've even seen so I'm a big fan of Kitchen Nightmares, and Gordon Ramsay goes into one of these Indian restaurants somewhere in New York, and he sees them stirring things on the floor, and he has to tell them like you can't do that. It's hygienic, and I think that's just part of that's what they do.
So look, and look, he's using his hands to get the food in there, but his hands are touching the floor. Like,
And the
he's touching
pan
the
is
floor.
touching the floor.
Handles on. Like
You
his
know what?
dirty-ass
You
feet
know
are right
what?
there, too.
Hey, I'll give him so much of a fucking pass on the pan sitting on the floor.
Fair enough.
I'll give him a pass on that because there's a barrier between the food, but not when he goes Pooh Bear and whatever the fuck this batter is out of a bucket, and then he touches the floor and gets whatever was on the floor on his batter hand.
Ugh. My batter hand.
Fucking up his batter hand.
I've
bro.
got a
Like,
batter hand.
contaminated.
Hand to make
many
batter
hands.
with. You get it.
He's contaminating the batter hand.
This year of culinary creativity and questionable choices. Here's to embracing.
Sit right there, man.
2024.
Why?
Oh,
Why? Why put it on the arm? I swear that some of these cooks just think that if they do something a very weird way, it's just going to sell shit better.
Y'all know about guttural, right?
no.
I know the word, but I can't put a definition.
Brady, do
Yeah.
you know about guttural?
Yeah.
Chops, could you look up on maybe a YouTube, one of them, look up guttural.
Chops, I wanted to
oil?
ask you real quick. You
Yeah,
watched
oil.
Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay or Restaurant Nightmares or whatever the fuck it's called?
2
Kitchen
minutes.
Nightmares, yeah.
2 minutes, 35 seconds. That short one.
Did you see where he came to New Orleans?
No. Well,
Ramsay?
maybe.
Gordon
Wait
Ramsay?
a minute. Is that the one
Yeah.
with the guy that wore?
It was the road to the Super Bowl because we had the Super Bowl here this year.
Maybe I didn't see that one then. Corn. Is this the one you're talking
Yep.
about?
There you go.
Okay.
Let's hit the different view. Turn it up.
On it.
It's all in a day's work for this woman. She opens up a manhole cover and scoops out as much slop as
Oh
What the
my
fuck?
God!
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Actual gutter, literally gutter
Yep.
oil.
she can, delighted by what she
Pretty
finds.
resourceful.
What others might view as revolting, she sees as a bonanza. She works in the streets of the southern Chinese city of Shenzhen, a foot soldier
This is old
in
lady.
China's so-called gutter oil industry.
whole fucking industry behind this.
The industry.
Oh, this is what y'all brought me here for.
What? I didn't mean to start this, but
The
I was about to
industry.
Hold on, I'm putting something in the private chat.
Oh, that sound, man.
That's
After more than 10 years in the business,
Got it.
she says she's made enough money to build a house for her family
Food
back
safe
in her
container.
home village 1,000 miles to the north.
out of feces.
Her
Oh, no,
slop
check it, watch
eventually winds up in a processing plant like this one,
That's
where
it.
it's combined with other animal fat refuse to create recycled cooking oil. Workers put the oil in barrels for delivery to restaurants and hotels.
You hear that?
How do you eat this?
Pause that.
If you eat it, it can
Pause it. The oil is made like this. It goes to restaurants and hotels for
In
use.
hotels, and it's all animal refuse.
To
like
cook
Yeah.
with?
To cook with.
disgusting shit.
To
Okay,
Cook with.
I'm really trying to find something to kind of like back this up, like because of is it possible that they could boil out every bad thing?
Chops, okay, let me ask you.
No.
Is there a
Hold on,
process?
let me ask you, Chops. Chops. Is it possible to cook out all the bad stuff in a turd?
Hey, Chop,
Fucking good
in a
point.
pot, shit in a pot and boil it and see what happens.
I don't know why my
I
brain went
have.
towards. Hey, boil it long enough, and anything's possible.
kill you.
Cooking oil has long been a cherished commodity in China, where stir-frying in a wok is the mainstay of daily meal preparation. The high profit margins from gutter oil production have proven irresistible. Chinese experts estimate that 1/10 of China's cooking oil is gutter oil.
Okay, hold on here.
1/10 of what?
1/10.
China's China, the whole China.
Yeah, China. Like, you know how many that is?
That's 10%.
What?
Bro, China's huge.
You're not wrong, CORNdiff.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wait,
but China is huge. So 10% of China is like millions
Tennessee.
or millions of people.
Yeah, it's a lot of oil, a lot of money.
Why don't they just save
A lot
the
of people
bad-ish
cooking
oil
and shit.
and reuse it?
It's a lot.
Hold
A
on,
lot of
guys.
people cooking and shit.
Guys, hear me out. What I'm really got you here for is, I don't know why no one's tapped into this down here.
Shit.
I mean,
Literally
I think there's a
because
lot of money
shit.
to be made.
here I am just giving my turds away for free.
Yeah. Nope. You got to put them in a juicer.
I feel like going up to every poor person now and just going, yeah, you think you're in poverty? Start making gutter oil.
What they do with it? They put it in a centrifuge? Is it a centrifuge? Like, how do they make the oil out of
Where the
it?
fuck did you get
Exactly.
a centrifuge? No,
What is the centrifuge?
Put it in an atom smasher,
no, they're
a particle accelerator.
No, a centrifuge is like simple, man. Like, we had them offshore.
the show is not
Like
about
oil.
centrifuges. He took it and he mixed it. He took it and he mixed it with all the animal giblets and the fats and shit, and it just suddenly it's pure.
Can we talk about this meat for a second?
Suddenly.
Look how it's
Suddenly, it's
scarred.
pure.
I guess if you boil enough turds, it becomes oil.
There's only one way to find out for sure.
Suddenly Seymour.
I gotta
Dude,
shit.
what the fuck?
I gotta go shit in my Rachel Ray collection.
Hold
No,
on, I'm gonna go boil my diarrhea to see if I can make some sweet and sour chicken with it.
I'm not
Oh,
blending
God.
coffee maker because I'm doing experiments.
I guess when a whole society is under poverty and just really, really like it, and when you got to get to stuff like this, it becomes normal.
No, man, their mamas didn't raise them right. Something's wrong over there.
No, man, you don't use shit. Like,
This
no.
is the country taking our jobs.
What the fuck is that? Is that chicken or like gizzards or some
That
shit?
is,
It looks like
chicken,
that
yeah.
totally looks like gizzards. What is that?
laying raw on the concrete on the parking lot or what the fuck ever this is.
On a gravel yard. Oh God.
All right, let's see
They
what
could
this.
actually use that.
Let's see what this is.
Apparently so.
No audio. You muted the video, Chops.
They'd rather make
You muted
water
the
with
video, Chops.
shit than
Oh shit, my
use
bad. I was looking up something. There we go.
People across the country in recent years for engaging in the trade and seized thousands of tons of the material. The Chinese government enacted a tough food safety law in 2009 that included harsh penalties for producers of tainted products.
It got so bad the government had to get involved.
They're having to.
recently.
And there's a difference between pure turd oil and tainted turd oil.
Well, of course.
Recently. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, this is not. I mean, this is. I mean, there's a McDonald's. So this is within the past
Many consumers
recent years.
doubt that China's dinner tables can be completely free of gutter oil.
All we can do is accept it. In our current society,
Yep,
everybody
there it is.
tries to swindle everybody else. There's nothing we can do about it.
Oh my god, it's not because they can't really afford to get the good oil or anything or want to go to that extra step. It's that it's cheap as fuck.
It's a grift. It's a grift.
Oh,
People are doing this. Oh.
It's that it's cheap as fuck to make because they're just getting it out of the gutters.
Okay, how bad? Okay, I don't know, but how much does oil cost? Cooking oil. Like, could it cost that much to where you're gonna go for the gutter?
Apparently, and I mean, okay, all right. So here's what I had heard about all this. No, I can't. I got a thought. So, especially over there in China, because there's a lot of the shit that is fried. It uses cooking oil. Like, I can't think of any Chinese dish that doesn't use some sort of cooking oil.
Yeah.
And just because of the sheer amount that they go through, they had to resort to this type of shit. Sorry, Brady.
Yeah, I'm just asking, like, have you ever been to the store? Like, I mean, like, there's a lot of different kind of cooking oils that you can buy. Like, avocado oil has a really high smoke point. Then you got canola oil. It's not that healthy because it has the trans fats. You got olive oil that you can buy that is a very low smoke point. Like, so...
What's the smoke point of turd oil?
Yeah,
that's a great question.
Wait. So now I'm curious. Now I'm very curious. So let's think about like an actual supermarket, like he just said, like Brady just said. There's avocado oil. So is somebody taking turd oil and calling it something else, or are they just selling turd oil?
No, they do that. Yeah, they definitely do that. That's a real thing.
Every oil I try for the rest of my life.
So they're basically putting turd oil in a canola oil container and selling canola oil. That's where the grift is, right?
Yeah. But they call it like berry seed oil.
Oh,
like they don't call it anything like conventional. Like in barbecue, it's like berry seed oil.
And who is the person who discovered that you can make an oil out of turds? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, watch out for all that.
Some Chinese genius.
You gotta watch out. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the exotic oils, man.
Chops, there's another link in the
already set up. So this one's sent by Luigi. Luigi, you want to set this one up?
Yeah, I don't really know much about it other than I saw it in like a montage of videos when we were talking about the Indian stuff, and this is the first thing that came to mind and the reason that I will never fucking go to India. It speaks for itself.
Let's take a look.
It's a man.
Oh my god, I see it.
He's cutting meat with his sharpened toenail.
No, okay. He's got a. Okay, I'm seeing it. He's got a knife in between his toes.
No,
doesn't make it better.
No, he does not. He does not. It is a sharpened toenail.
Hold on.
Have you ever traveled abroad? In the different cultures.
Jesus Christ, you're right.
I have traveled abroad, and there are just some places I will not go. And India is one of them.
Some places you should not eat
Have you
at.
been there? Have you been there?
Been to India? No, I don't
Wait.
have any desire.
To go to
India's
India.
fucking wild, bro.
I want to ride an
Like
elephant.
Istanbul, fucking Greece. Like,
I have I've been to Europe, and I have been on the border of Africa. I'm good.
everybody's trying to hustle you. Like everybody's
Yes,
one over on you.
that is totally true. I mean, any conversation you have with a native person in certain areas is somebody trying to scam you, and you just have to be able to look. So I actually have a story of being in the Dominican Republic where I, as part of research that I do for Skeptical Robot, I learn a lot about magicians. I learn a lot about grifting and con men, and it's actually just been a hobby of something that I've always enjoyed reading about. And I'm going to try to keep the story as short as I can, but I could tell that me and a group of people were being set up to be robbed. And
fuck the short version. Let's go.
Well, all right.
Yeah. No.
I was with family and also a bunch of friends and some strangers, and we went in a group to go go-kart riding on a private beach in the Dominican Republic. And there was just something a little off about our tour guides that I just couldn't put my finger on. I was just trying to read them. And they took us to this beach where there wasn't another soul. There was no one. Like, we had it all to ourselves. And once we had gone through,
Feels kind of like a red flag, though, right?
that's kind of what I'm getting at. Was something was off about it, where we had gone through a lot of mud and we were soaked in mud. We had goggles and safety equipment on, but we were still soaked in mud. And he was like, "Hey, I'm going to take you guys to this private beach, and you guys can go jump in the water, wash yourselves off." We were like, "Great." And we did. And at one point I asked the guy, and I tried to speak in Spanish, and I asked if there was an unmanned convenience store on this beach. Like, there was no one in it, but I saw this guy go walk into it. And so I said, "Hey, can I buy some Coke?" And I meant soda.
Oh shit. All
And
right,
the guy goes, and the guy looked at me and clarified, "Coca-Cola?" And I said, "Yes." And so that's when my red flag started kind of also going off, and I was like, "Whoa." And so then the next leg of this tour that we took was going through mud all over again, but even worse. And then he takes us to an area of was essentially a stream of water, not a lake, but it was in the middle of a city. And he said, "Hey, if you guys want to wash, get off here and go into the stream. But in order to get to the stream, you actually had to climb some obstacles. Like, you had to walk, jump over this rock. Like, it was not easy to get to." And I just thought to myself, that's kind of odd.
Is this just like a public bathing spot?
But it was clean water. Like it was a site. It was like a what do you call it? Like a tourist trap site. And you could jump in the water, but it just wasn't easy to do. You had to crawl a little, jump a little over rocks and some unsafe spaces to get into the water. And
it doesn't sound fun.
It doesn't, but everyone was so dirty they wanted to get in it, but it was on a public street. And I was like, this doesn't seem congruent. I was like, this is really weird. And then I realized the time. It was 3:00 and a school was letting out right next to us, and a bunch of elementary school kids were staring at our go-karts. And it sunk into me. I said, "We are about to get robbed." And I knew I'm going to tell you the scam. Here's the scam. The kids were so everyone had expensive stuff. They had cameras, money, all kinds of expensive stuff with them, and they left them in their go-karts in order to get in the water. If someone were to take something from those go-karts, they would have had to, jump over those obstacles to get to them, and whoever took their stuff would have had a long head start. And I just started watching these kids, and they were staring at our stuff. And the scam would have been that a kid would have taken something from the go-kart, and our tour guides would have, quote unquote, negotiated for us to get our stuff back.
Oh shit!
And I
sleazy
didn't tell anyone. I was like, you guys go to the water. I'm going to stay right here. And I'm soaked in mud, and some of it's not mud. It is.
Oh God.
I am soaked, and I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed, sitting in my go-kart, just with guarding my stuff. And my family was like, what is wrong? Are you okay? Did something piss you off? And I was like, I'm fine. Just go. Just get out of here. Leave me alone. And I sat there, and I swear to God, the tourist guide actually got out of the water, climbed the obstacles, and then comes back, and he's like, hey man, is everything okay? Why don't you want to get in the water? And I went, I'm fine. Thanks. And he turned, he turned around and walked back. And I swear to God, I saw him, and I could be biased. I saw him make eye contact with the kids, and I just sat, and then nothing happened. We get back, to where we all finally are out of the situation. And my family was like, are you okay? And I was like, you guys don't understand what just happened there. I think we were about to get robbed. And I explained everything to them, and they were like, how could we be so stupid? And I'm like, no, I knew exactly what was going to happen. And so there's no way for me to prove that it really was going to happen, but everything just seemed perfect for the situation. And I was like, I'm not going to fall for this. So
I gotta say, man, shout out to those kids, dude. Although they've obviously been manipulated to do what they do.
Bro.
Yeah,
they're sharp if they're into the game like that.
You're a hero,
so
too, man.
that's part of what comes with being a skeptic and being paranoid and studying shit like that. Is I'm always the one who's always trying to read a scenario for being scammed. And so I'm
constantly
sorry,
watching.
This all came out of Brady's question about being in a different country and talking. And man, I am so on guard with talking to people where I'm just like, I'm just like sitting at any word, like good morning. I'm sitting here wondering, what is he trying to get at? What is he trying to steal from me?
So this one I've thought, go ahead.
You got little kids like in Istanbul chasing you down. Hey, I got this cologne. I got this cologne. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You need this cologne. You want this cologne. And it's like little bitty kids. And it's like, nah, I don't.
I've had this.
I don't want it. And it's like knockoff shit. But they chase you down,
I've had this
bro.
thought for.
Like even
I've had this thought for a little bit. And when I had the thought, I was like, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's real. So I feel like if I get a ticket to China or something like that, and I don't really know anything or whatnot, and maybe not China, you name it, dude, you name it. And I feel like my organs are going to be harvested.
Yeah.
But you know what is going to be harvested? Your turds.
Yeah,
hey,
they'll
Chops,
harvest.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Michael.
I don't think they want your organs.
Not mine, but they're still
But
going
they
to
do
try.
want his turds. They do want them.
They're not going to give me a vital before they take them. They're just going to take and see what's inside and say, fuck.
Yeah.
They don't want yours, bro.
Looks healthy enough.
I love you to death, but they ain't gonna want your organs. I would look at you once and be like,
No, that's
nope,
why I
not
smoke
him.
and drink, just to make sure. I mean, if I should have a license to be able to tell the people I don't have good organs. You don't want.
Right? And fuck that dolphin, bro.
Chops, how many calls does Brady
Oh, he's
get?
still in the first one.
Can
It
you
used to
remind
be
me?
3. But I think we can add a rule where, like, if we're missing out on somebody, well, usually we got, wait a minute, no, because we got 3. So Brady's not really needed, but he's been great so far.
Yeah.
So what's your vote?
Okay, it's just something to keep in mind.
There was another video in the private chat. What was that one?
Compliment.
Give me a second.
Nice compliment. Thank you.
Oh, that was the guy. That
Was a second.
Oh, okay.
That was a second guttural one.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That really makes me sick, man. Just thinking about that. That's so fucking terrible. Oh.
I'm not shocked.
Yeah,
I wish I was, but I'm just not, man.
And I'm sitting here just
I'm
thinking, like,
internally shocked.
what kind of container is the the turd oil? Is it poured into as the counterfeit? You know, like, Jesus, it's really making me sick.
You think they have Clorox wipes in that facility?
Yeah, no shit, bro. Like they paid me like $20 a fucking load for my shit.
Ooh, $20 a load is pretty good. Dang Lizard,
Not bad.
member for 11 months. Thank you so much, sir. Level Stalker.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Waiter, I found a piece of toilet paper in my Kung Pao chicken.
I mean, I think the way they boil it and stir all that shit up with the animal fat and everything, I think it's just liquefying everything. So,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
wouldn't find toilet paper in it.
while they're probably eating toilet paper, they, if it went into a soup, could also be drinking it.
It's paper dissolved.
I did not expect to get sick at an
Toilet paper.
show.
It's like it's your cream. It's toilet paper.
It's an educational show sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh, jeez. And I know you weren't a fan of the Howard Stern show, CORNdiff, but there was a guy on the show who his name was Richard Christie, and he used to be a like exceptional drummer in a band that toured, and he would just tell stories about things he would do when they would get bored on a tour bus or just get bored touring, and they really just couldn't think of anything to do, and they were all broke. And he said, one time I put a turd in an oven.
God.
What?
Oh my God.
And I've never forgotten it. He goes, the thing caught on fire and smoked up the whole tour bus.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
So
shit.
anyway,
Wow, it caught on fire. Holy shit.
that's so soon as there was the thought of this turd being boiled, that's the image in my head. I just cannot get out of someone. He said he put a turd in a coffee can and put it in the oven. That's just the image that I keep having in my head of turds on fire in a coffee can. Oh.
That's gross,
No.
man. That was your dad?
Hell yeah.
Yes. No, it was a guy on the radio.
No, I see Hamhead in the chat, and I saw a message that said, "Yeah, I'm a loser. I don't like traveling, haha." And I instantly felt like I was channeling X Corp, and I gotta say, fuck you, Hamhead. You do not say bad shit about yourself like that.
No.
We gotta have positive thoughts, and then some other motivational shit. He's always about like,
Hamhead
motivational
rules.
shit.
Hamhead is awesome.
I agree, man. Hey, if you
Hamhead
don't
fucking
like
rules.
Hey, Hamhead, if you don't like to travel, that's fine, bro. Like,
Does-
what do you like to do?
Yeah,
Fuck
I don't like to travel
Hone in
either.
on it.
Does not make you a loser, sir. Yeah.
Oh, I love to travel. Like, I love going places and like soaking myself in cultures, other cultures where I'm very uncomfortable.
Last time I tried to have travel,
Yeah,
had a panic
same here.
attack.
I get
Stay home.
I get very uncomfortable traveling.
I do too. Yeah, I do too.
Can we pinpoint it, or
That's why I like it. It's,
or is it just something
it's
that
hard.
happens?
Pinpoint what
Yeah,
causes
why are we
the
so afraid to do it?
panic attack?
Sure.
Oh, to travel? I don't know. In the Truman Show, it was the water, the bridge. If you remember.
Uh,
You wanna go over
I
it?
can tell you
That's
my
one of
reasons.
them.
I'm pretty sure everyone's reasons are different, but I can tell you mine. I don't like flying, not because of the vulnerability of being in the air. I always just hate being around crowds of people, and I always think that enclosed people are just like volatile and could ignite at any moment, and basically someone go crazy. That's my thing. Is that I always just think that being in a crowd of
relate to
people,
that.
someone
Yeah.
can go crazy. And
We've all seen those Spirit Airlines
Yeah,
videos
yeah.
on TikTok.
I can relate to that, but my thing is like I'm cool like if the plane gets fucking like turbulence and shit, but it's the people I don't like being around.
Well, that's
Like,
exactly what
If
he
I could
just said.
fly, yeah, exactly.
Man.
Yeah, I relate to it. Yeah. If I could just fly like without people there,
now
fuck,
that you
that's
say that,
amazing.
Brady, like that reminds me, if I were to ever travel alone and some stranger was next to me, let's say I was on an airplane for like hours upon end, I would have anxiety the entire time. And I don't know why, but it's
Yeah.
I'm having anxiety just thinking about
What
it.
about if you're okay? What if you're traveling with two friends? Okay, so say you're traveling with a corn anthropomorphic corn and
Fuck that word.
and X Corp.
What if we travel with a corn and a Brady, dude?
I mean, yeah. If I have people either around me or
Right.
near me, yeah.
But we're not sitting next to you. You're sitting next to strangers, and we're like elsewhere in the plane. We can't really interact much because it's just but it's just like a 5-hour flight. But we probably won't see you till we off board.
I think my anxiety would go down at least 30%.
Knowing that they're on the plane.
Yeah, and still knowing they're on the plane and having somebody I do not know right beside me, and I can't really communicate with my friends because I can't really yell across the plane like that.
What makes the anxiety go down? Knowing that you have friends somewhere on the plane.
You're not alone.
What the fuck are they gonna do to help?
Y'all ever
It's
had
comforting.
sex on a plane?
Define sex.
I've only traveled with family, so yes.
Like
I was
penetration,
joking.
full
I got it.
penetration. Okay.
I
You
know.
can describe.
Like a penis in a hole.
Then yes, a human hole. Just kidding.
It's a female. Female.
It could be a sex doll. That counts
Okay,
too.
no, a living, breathing female.
Female.
Human being.
Female.
Not made of plastic.
No.
Yeah, me neither, man.
I mean, that's where you could take like a Xanax or some shit, right? That's what those are for. Is those one-off situations? Like I've got a prescription for Xanax, but I've never taken the first one because I had already had the panic attack at that point. By the time I went and got there,
I can relate to that. Yeah, same situation. I try to not sleep the night before traveling so that I can try to sleep on the plane. And I've taken tranquilizers before, but I find they do jack shit, so I stop. And I also just don't like downers. So
yeah,
I have what they call a hydroxyzine because I'm an addict, so I refuse any narcotics. But
Hydroxyzine?
Hydroxyzine works. It's basically it's an antihistamine, and it works for anxiety too. Like it literally calms your body down.
That's the stuff they give also for like motion sickness, isn't it?
helps with sneezing.
No, that's
Dramamine.
Dramamine. Yeah. No, this stuff is like it's a very powerful antihistamine, but it also helps for people with like bad anxiety. Like, because I used to have Ativan and Xanax, but I'm too much of an addict to take that shit, and I know it. And so
I gotta know, what is did you say antihistamine? What is that?
Antihistamine.
It's an antihistamine, like Benadryl.
Get your dick hard, chops.
Yeah, it's like imagine like a.
Do you know what? Do you know what causes
fucking
allergies? Do you know what causes allergies, chops? It's
pollen, right?
well, but
Bee
but
stingers.
pollen and other things are in a category called histamine, and so that is called an antihistamine.
Oh, okay. So any like seasonal medication would be
Antihistamine. Yeah.
antihistamine. Can we like make that word a lot easier? Jesus Christ. Anti-cold.
The word that they use. Antihistamine.
I have heard that large amounts of Benadryl can make you last longer in bed, and I tried it once. It did nothing.
No,
It's not
that's
true at all.
True
No.
at all. But these hydroxyzines, man, like you get, I get 50 milligrams of them, which is really strong. And I take one of them with my depression medication and my fucking anxiety medication, and one of those every night, and I'm good. Like the next day.
You gotta boof it
Yeah, I gotta boof it.
for it to work.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
Yeah,
there's
I
a
gotta
lot of
boof it.
things. That's the only way they work.
All right, so Prozac, Buspirone, and motherfucking hydroxyzine. I only take hydroxyzine whenever I'm feeling really, really anxious, like when I want to kill
goodness.
somebody.
Now, I take hydroxyzine myself, but it doesn't
Shout
it
out
doesn't
murder.
calm me until like 30 minutes in. So you must have a different dosage than me.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, do you have solid pills or capsules? Okay, yeah, no, I got
Got some
capsules.
good stuff.
They dissolve way quicker.
Easier to put in the butt.
Yeah, I put them in my butt. I put like 5 of them in my butt, and it's like, yeah.
Can you snort medications? Like, can you crush them up or open up the capsules? And or, I mean, let's say it's not. No, hold on, Brady. Say it's not like an extended release type of situation, and it's just a fucking Tylenol or something. Can you snort Tylenol? Would it work?
Technically, you could.
I want to say you couldn't, right? Because it has to go throughout your body to work.
But it does. It gets into your bloodstream.
Yeah, but it's not a narcotic. It's an antihistamine.
Is that what it comes down to when it comes to these
No.
pills and snorting and stuff like that? Is
Tylenol-
like as long as it gets in there?
Tylenol isn't an antihistamine.
It's a non-narcotic.
No,
is it not?
muscles.
Is it,
Tylenol's not an antihistamine.
Oh.
He said
No, Benadryl
Yeah.
is. So would
I
you
thought you said
snort a
Tylenol.
Oh, that
Benadryl?
hurts my nose just thinking about it.
No, like, would you snort a Benadryl?
y'all sneeze in
I
threes.
sneeze in fives.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man!
Now it
that's
is for
worse.
me 3s and 5s. Like
Even
if I'm at 3 and I'm done, I know there's no more coming.
My father sneezes in
When I-
6s.
God dang.
When I sneeze in anything other than threes, I feel like there's a
Yeah,
glitch
I
in the
hear ya.
matrix.
Yeah, I sneeze with 2s and I don't like it.
Everyone, put in the chat how many sneezes you sneeze when you sneeze.
How many times you sneeze at once?
Oh my God. Okay. Do you guys remember growing up with the possible? Oh, what's it called? Oh, anyways, where you could
Stretch arms.
no, where you can't burp and fart at the same time.
Oh.
Or if you did, you would blow up.
You die if you fart, burp, sneeze, and close
when
your
it-
eyes and hold your breath at the same time.
And like that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking it was with your eyes open. Like
Oh,
if you
that's what-
sneeze
that's
with
what
your
it was.
eyes
Yeah,
open,
yeah.
Your eyes will pop out.
For us, it
Also,
was
was
just
a thing.
literally if you could burp and
That's
fart
all
like at the
crazy
same
as
time,
shit.
you would just explode.
I remember also hearing that if you put Pop Rocks in
the
soda,
most
you'd
part.
explode.
Heard about that, man.
Yes, I heard about them too. And I tried it and it didn't work. It didn't kill me.
Was that an
Fuck!
attempt? No, I'm kidding.
Got Isaac Walmart, 3 sneezer, Tips a 4 sneezer, John's ear
I
mites,
sneezed twice. Once to twice.
2 minimum, usually 3.
Count. Yeah, count that.
Chris Matt looks like sometimes 1, 2, or 3. Oh, he's all over the fucking place.
That's
Can't trust a guy like
inconsistency.
that.
Too
No,
inconsistent.
you can't.
Or
Yeah.
is it normal? Who knows?
3 to 5.
Mm.
That's pushing it, Tiff. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's pushing it.
3 to
It's
5
never
is a
4,
lot.
man.
Uh,
Never.
She gets sneezing. Like, this is the thing. It's like a sneezing attack.
Mhm.
Like, you get sneeze attacks. Like, you breathe in too much shit that your body don't like, and it'll repel it.
5
And that's what
sneezes and
sneezing
you're
does.
you're liable to hurt your back. Like those.
You're liable to hurt your motherfucking brain, Corn.
Yeah. Hey Luigi.
Oh, he's on a bathroom break.
I think I had 5 seasons once. That's why I'm kicking my bumper.
It's gonna talk directly to him now that he's walked away. Luigi, just sit there. If I don't know, I don't want to be. I don't want to say mean stuff to him. No, I like how the character. Sometimes when he walks away from it, the character like strokes out and starts twitching and shit. It literally looks like it's convulsing. Big fan. Shout out convulsing.
You talking about the cartoon man?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out convulsing.
Cartoon man.
I just want to watch this in the
Shout out
background.
to convulsing.
So good.
Have you guys ever convulsed?
Oh, like a seizure?
Like, or just like been in a spot like.
Fucking look at that.
You'll see it.
Jesus.
Is that not fucking crazy?
Jeez.
Not done. Not done. Yeah, they're going to use.
I don't care if
They're
it's
gonna
guttural, man.
Oh God, I just got back. Are we using the turd oil?
No.
Yeah, this is a guttural pizza with old world pepperonis. I would.
Without a fucking doubt.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
just went and
God.
took a shit and saved my turds for some fried chicken later.
You should cash them in. It's like aluminum cans nowadays.
Oh, I would eat that so hard.
I'd eat that pizza from the
I
back.
can feel.
I would eat that pizza from the
I
front.
can feel the heartburn.
That doesn't look good though.
I can taste, man, and it
pepperoni. No, I
doesn't look
would eat
good, but
that.
it tastes so good.
I would eat it, but I would never order it. That
I
makes
would take
sense?
a bite if someone at my table ordered it.
You want someone to gift you a hog's worth of pepperoni on a pizza?
If a motherfucking friend of mine wanted to order that, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, and I would eat it.
That
But
doesn't
I'm not
even
gonna
look like
order it
pepperoni.
myself.
Those look like hot dog wieners.
Well, to me, they look like those
Look at
those
that
cupped.
fucking
They look like
bacon!
those cupped
That is what
pepperonis,
they are,
but
yeah.
the amount of oil on them, it looks like they need to put them run them through a
I
salad.
need, when it comes to
spinner or
those
something.
pepperonis, I need a char. If I don't see like really brown edges, then it's not there.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I'll take
You're
a
gonna be
little
shitting
burn.
so bad the next day.
Yeah, man, the heartburn, the crap, and you're gonna throw up if you have more than one or two pieces.
Heartburn in the shits.
No, I would
Man,
go for this.
fuck, man. Like I've been processing shrimp the last few days. Like this would be brutal on my belly.
Wait, what the fuck did he just
I don't know.
mix
It's
in
oil
there?
and mayonnaise or
Wait,
something.
I'll tell you.
hold on. It was the oil from the
Yeah.
pepperonis.
They take the oil.
He
it's
drained it
oil.
into the what is that fucking ranch? Probably.
That I don't know, but there is something else in there because he shakes it up. Yeah, right. Oh,
Right.
That's the oil.
It's sour
It's
cream.
it's like a
Yeah.
ranch and oil.
ranch makes sense.
I bet it's a melted
Man,
cheese.
I would have eaten the shit out of this in college, but not now.
I would take a bite, but fuck that. Like that shit is gonna hurt your asshole the next day.
Not
Like,
the
we're
next
too old
day.
for that.
You gotta eat it only as a novelty, just to say you tried it, you done it.
That night. Yeah, I would try it.
Goddamn birds.
It fucking works somehow.
Brief silence and you hear tweet, 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 tweet.
Those birds are. I love birds.
Yeah.
You ever eat those little fucking sparrows, bro? You ever eat their head off?
Oh, you can it's the best. Like a little nugget.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of bird are we
So
talking
good.
about?
Sparrows.
Just little sparrows. Yeah, just raw sparrows.
You never been sparrow chomping?
I am too lost
Come
for this.
on, bro.
I am too. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Man, this was interesting. I was not expecting this. I was expecting just to see a bunch of women getting kicked in the puss.
No. It's so just peel back the third wall. It The thumbnail typically has nothing to do with.
I mean,
Although-
if we tried, it would still we will still like verge to something like all of our ADDs, different type of ADDs.
Although on
combined together.
what day was it? What
I gotta give a shout out to
what day was it
Pod
last
Reality.
week? You said you guys were going to talk about women who love tractors. That one actually made me like hope you guys were going to talk about that. I was like, I hope they do talk about that.
Yeah, no,
We brought the pictures up a couple of times.
no.
Yeah. Made a book about the tractors. And the
Yeah,
women who
you
love
should
them.
do that one again because that one actually made me when you showed like the Google search page of it. I got a little excited. Like I was like, this is a thing. I want to know more about this.
Do you have tractors?
No, but I do have a woman who loves tractors. She thinks I'm a tractor.
Oh, you do. That's it.
No.
So you should get tractors if you have a woman that loves
thinks I'm a
tractors, bro.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, you're a tractor.
I'm gonna just
Okay.
keep saying stupid things.
You plow.
Could you be plowing?
Oh, I
Clown?
get it now. I thought it meant like a bulkiness or something like that.
That's how it started. But then they gave me more credit than I deserved, and so I was like, I'm gonna go with it.
Tractor trailer.
You a tractor trailer?
Stevie J. Corn, did you make good B-roll? I did, Stevie J. I drove around with a GoPro suction cup to my hood and got all kinds of cinematic fucking gravel roads with trees and shit. And yeah, it's going to be off the chisel.
Hey, what's your fucking thing called again? Robot what?
Skeptical robot. I put my link
fucking
and my YouTube link in the chat. Yeah, check us out. It is all about debunking the paranormal, the con artists, the grifters who are looking to make you believe stupid things and steal your money. Friday's episode is going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Chops, have you ever seen the movie Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Let me look it up.
Oh shit! I love that movie.
Most people love that
Yes.
movie. It is pure bullshit. It is pure bullshit. The guy who Jean-Claude Van Damme plays was a renowned, incredible con artist and lived an entire life of con artistry and made people believe a lot of stupid things.
Wait, this was based on a true story or something?
Oh yeah, if you read the crawl at the end of the movie, he gives stats on how he knocked out it's like 17 people in 7 seconds, like all these incredible, unbelievable stats. Unverifiable. People like just immediately, as soon as he started telling these stories, people started looking into it and calling out all his bullshit. And he always had an excuse. He always turned his story around, always had a reason for why someone was lying. But his story is actually filled with, let's see, how did I describe it? Yeah, he won several martial arts competitions. He was a spy for the United States, even though even though the United States was not his native country. He was a United States Marine, even though the United States was not his country. And also it's in the story, we're going to also encounter Filipino pirates as he negotiates for the lives of orphans. The guy is
I'm not able to subscribe to your channel, bro.
The guy was full of shit. And what's crazy though is that in our last episode, we talk about a guy named Count Dante, who actually laid the groundwork for lying martial artists. And he actually took the mantle when that guy died and tried to continue on in his name. But all of his lies, and this is a very common theme, is that when people try to grift, they aren't very creative about it. Here's one thing about Frank Dukes is that if you remember the movie Bloodsport, he talks about how he was trained by a guy named Tenzo Tanaka. in the San Fernando Valley in California. It turns out he just stole the name from a James Bond movie. And even the nickname, he says he was named Tenzo Tiger Tanaka. And in the James Bond movie with Sean Connery, I believe it's The Spy Who Loved Me. I believe that's the one where it takes place in Japan. There is, in fact, a villain who says, "My name is Tenzo Tanaka, call me Tiger." And he just simply stole it. That's all he did. It was a terrible con man.
So you're looking for incontinuity in movies?
No, I mean, what we're actually going to focus on is the man. The man's lies. Yeah. Every lie he told.
Now this kind of reminds me of
what's the man, the director or the
neither.
actor?
The guy who Jean-Claude Van Damme is based on is a guy named Frank Dukes.
Oh, got you. Okay. His story is a
Frankie Dukes.
Now this reminds me, Luigi, of a episode you had on these. Are they like the Taekwondo masters or something, where they literally just twirl their hands around and just knock people on the ground, or they just raise their hand up and knock them on the ground? What are those guys called?
Okay,
look this shit up.
So they're con artists. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So so man, fantastic reference, because this is a continuation of that. The specific person we had one episode that was based on an introduction to it's called Bushido. It's a slang term about ineffective and false martial arts. That's a slang term. But there's a lot of followers who like to watch these guys fail. But yes, there are groups of people who sell themselves as being masters of supernatural powers, and specifically disrupting chi. And it's all bullshit. It's nonsense. And the ones that we focused on in that intro episode was a guy named Tom Cameron, who was actually a student of a guy named George Dillman. And both of those guys believe that they can knock people out simply by using their chi and not having to touch them. And what's always so funny about con artists is that they always make claims and then give you they always kind of give you this little bit of a trail of how to debunk what they're saying, where specifically George Dillman was training this class of how to harness their chi, and you see all these people holding these balls in front of them that they say is a collection of their chi, and they're passing it like a basketball amongst one each other. It's an invisible ball, by the way. They're passing it to one another. Here's my chi, and you see them passing it. And then George Dillman says, if you put a thermometer in between their hands, it'll actually be hotter than the rest of the room. Yeah, but who the fuck has a thermometer, and who's going to do that? That sort of thing.
Yeah, that's not true. You guys ever study Tai Chi? Like, you can actually, feel like you have a ball in your hands, but it's not real.
That's what that is.
You're not.
I see you're playing this video. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just Tai Chi. Yeah, it's just Tai Chi, and you don't pass anything, and all it is like a slow movement for understanding your own body.
I don't give a fuck. It's weird, dude. If they're passing around an invisible energy ball, they can rationalize it however they want.
Doing that, Tai Chi doesn't do that. It's a bullshit.
It's all bullshit. That's all it is bullshit. Yeah. And these guys, now the only mystery to this is when they're doing these demonstrations, are the people they're doing them to, are they in on the scam, or do they really believe that they're being controlled by this? That's the only real mystery here. And we don't know. We don't know that.
You're absolutely right. I think some are partially in on it, and I think some partially try to believe that it's true.
There's some placebo to it.
That one you just played there, Chops, was the guy I was just talking about, George Dillman. That was him.
If you know how to play.
That's a great call, Brady.
Thank you. That was was getting it was getting weird. Yeah, so that guy is George Dillman, and this is what he does. Yeah, and
This is inspiring.
Why did the
Why was that
I think that
delayed?
guy realized. I think he was playing along. I think he was trolling.
had to have been?
But the one before is when I was talking about where he was behind the conga line. That was George Dillman.
Let me look here.
That one right there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that is George Dillman.
And the white.
Yeah, in the
In the back?
white with the blue top. It's next to the guy all in black. You play
Well, hold on.
the camera move. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Right here. There it is.
Wait, what just happened then?
He was psychically pulling people.
Oh, I just thought.
Yeah, and so anyway, it's all bullshit. It's all nonsense. And anytime any of these people have actually tried to face real martial artists who are athletes, they get pounded in a way that is so violent, I was afraid to even play it on YouTube. There's even a guy right now in China named his name escapes me. But anyway, who's really made it his life's goal to just expose anyone who is trying to sell this nonsense martial arts mysticism. And he's like, great, well, just get in a ring with me and kick my ass. And some people take him up on it, and he just beats the fuck out of them. And it's great. And but what yes, but what we are focusing on now are basically the pioneers of bullshit, of this bullshit nonsense. And first one was Count Dante, a guy who grew up in Chicago, who was a hairdresser and a pornographer, and decided to start dipping his toes into martial arts, and actually started selling people on the death touch, and became a millionaire. But then he died at the age of 36 from stomach ulcers and cocaine. And this guy, Frank Dukes, just says, hey, I see an opportunity here. I'm going to pick up this guy's torch and run with it, and convince people of a whole bunch of lies. And from there, we're going to take it to a guy named Ashita Kim. Sounds very Asian. The guy's real name was like Randall Brown out of Florida, and just changed his name to a more Asian sounding name.
Whoop, hold on. Something's happening. I forgot to turn off an alarm.
Hit the like.
All right, you go.
And
Yeah, it's the like button alarm. Hit that fucking button.
Hit the like button.
No.
Sorry,
That's
you were
it.
saying?
Just talking about where we're going. And yeah, this guy Ashita Kim also took up the mantle where some people left off, and then he started selling VHS tapes on ninja training, and then started his own brand of softcore porn novels in which he created a character of himself. His name was Ashita Kim, and he created these what do you call it, like a series of books about the erotic adventures of Ashita Kim.
Do you remember his character?
No. That is the character. His real name was like like Craig or Randall or something. And his name is Ashita, Ashida. Last name is Kim. And
Who's the author?
Caller, you're on.
he is the author of his own book.
Oh, Kim.
Yes.
So, and Luigi, I didn't explain. Brady, he likes to call, and we've given him. I think he has three calls. Chops, is that right?
Got it.
3 calls. So this is call number 2. And at any point, if it gets a bit much, you can just say pineapple. And what pineapple does is that makes me hang up on any caller.
I love our rules.
Pineapple. Well,
What did you say, Brady?
on me. But I can rebut with ham.
Sometimes.
Most co-hosts for the most part.
Wow. Ham.
Since we were talking about people trying to take advantage of their ninja skills, chi skills, and whatnot, it made me think about the old school ninja star guy. Does anybody remember this dude? Oh,
I do not.
You're gonna love it. Hold on.
Oh.
We got widescreen.
Proud owner of one of Diamond Dave's, a ninja teaching flicks. I ended up there, see the sign there. Come on in here, ninja. Here's my ninja at Diamond Dave's Ninja School. Come on down. What we're going to teach you, and what we're going to teach you in our first episode is a proper stance and a proper kung fu. And you got your Judy chop, all right? You got your karate chop, and you got your ninja chop. Now, what smart thing to do is like when you use a judo chopping, you gotta say it, for you beginners, like a Judy chop. Because what you don't want to do is like be a Judy chopping and a kung fu kicking.
I think that this all became famous when it came when it was like 2005. It goes way back.
You go a ninja chop. Well, now say, now sometimes it don't always work for.
What I'm thinking though is like I've always thought that maybe it's a character, but I truly think it's just him. He is this guy.
But it practice makes it perfect.
Oh, was that Brady?
Like chop.
What's that, Brady? You're saying it looks like chops?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I think that chops as a child.
I don't know if I've ever had the the cape I want.
And he's also like chopping in the air.
I was gonna say I could see him in a cape.
Yeah,
But
he's wearing a cape.
that's all.
Now he does have a good idea with the hockey puck.
Right there.
He carries around a hockey puck with him to use as a weapon. And I don't know if you've ever been hit by a hockey puck.
Holy crap.
Hey, bro, you gotta get off the idea that it's chops.
Watch it. Yeah, we just rolled through the trailer park. What's that? Ninja stars. Right there.
God dang ninja stars.
So
All
it's
right,
not a ninja star, it's a hockey puck?
It's a hockey puck. Yeah.
It's not gonna stick in
No,
anything.
but it'll give you a good bruise. Maybe the guy with the gun that's trying to rob you might say, "Oh, don't want to mess with this guy."
Jesus, imagine someone throwing a hockey puck at you from a
Yes.
moving vehicle.
Could you imagine having the balls to wear a red cape? Like, at all? Damn.
I mean, I imagine you'd have to be a little special.
Well,
Kind of like if you've got a cape, you've probably also got a
Keep in mind,
helmet.
let's think about the Roman days. They all had
but he
capes.
didn't have a helmet, bro. He only had a cape.
Maybe his helmet was in the shop.
I got my helmet being working on right now. I just got my cape.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
what you're saying, Corn?
Ready? Now you made Chops take a pee break. You happy with yourself?
Dude, I really, really am. Yeah. I got suspended from work for a week. Corn?
When today?
No. Last
Hello?
and she
Hello?
wasn't there.
I think we lost connection. All right.
Yeah. What happened there?
My assistant, and she wasn't there. She was on her way. So it was like an hour. So you're talking about $15.
You clocked in and so you got suspended. That's pretty lenient. A lot of places would fire you for that.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's not cool.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm picking up on it.
I stand by what I did. I stand by what I did.
Hey, Brady, you know what I see on the screen?
What's that?
It's 5 of them. It's 5 big ass pineapples. Took me a second.
I'm back.
Oh yeah. Good times.
So I am kind of curious. First off, I do love your show, and I don't know we are friends, but I've never peeked behind the wall of this. Do you have like an agenda for your shows, or do you?
No, we're very much against show prep.
Oh,
Trust me, I've tried.
I admire that. I admire it.
Yeah, he has tried.
I've just come to find out it flows so much better the least that you try to prepare with this show.
I like this. It's funny because our show, I have to stay lineal because we're talking about a subject and we have to get through the subject.
Tracks. You're a train on tracks.
Yeah.
I like this feels more like a 4-wheeler, just kind of out in the field.
And I love this. I love that this is like outside of my, I guess you'd call it my comfort zone. Because I had a lot of fun. This is great. I like this.
Dude. The banter's been amazing.
The silences, they really. Let's see here. One more time. I think this is call number 3. Well, caller, welcome to the Hey.
Trying to turn it down.
Caller, you got to turn your radio down. We're getting feedback. Call.
All right, how's that?
Okay, that's better.
All right, cool.
All right,
Call, man.
do you have
Call.
you got the phrase?
The phrase that pays?
Yeah.
Get the phrase that pays, bro.
Ew, this looks not good. Okay, it's looking better.
Oh man, so this is I think this is what you would call a Chicago or Detroit pizza.
Ugh. It's like cake.
The pull at the end is just miraculous. Let me speed this up.
You know what's funny?
Fucking looks good.
You know what's funny? I'm so adamantly opposed to the concept of it, but I would eat the shit out of this.
Right?
Like in theory, I'm opposed to it, but if it's in front of me, fuck yes, I'm eating it.
I gotta
like
have at
Crocs.
least one slice.
It's like Crocs, and you hate them. And you put one on, and you're like, God damn it, they're comfortable.
Apparently, this is the key right here. One of the keys. What was that, Brady?
You know, a lot of seafood lately, so like this is different for me. Watching this,
It's like a tortilla of ground meat.
All right, so they got a flat frisbee of meat. I don't know what that is. What do you think that meat is, guys?
Now this is some type of sausage.
gotta
Now
be
it's
good.
it's very particular. Now it's not your normal type of sausage, but this apparently is what makes this pizza. Like, you can't have it without it.
Ew.
Chops, what's happening with our guest? His screen.
I'm trying to send a message.
I think he's trying to send a message. Hey,
Can you eat it?
Like this is weird. That looks like
Is he
some
trying
kind
to
of
say something?
bad
I'm just
day.
gonna give him his last few words, I guess. Hey Brady.
Sorry, man.
There's you know what I'm seeing on the screen right now? There's 3 of them.
Pineapples.
3 big goddamn pineapples.
Oh, Brady, you made it to your last call. We do thank you.
Thank you so much, Brady.
Your prize is in the mail.
You said the phrase that pays.
All right, this looks good so far.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Wait, can you pause it, please?
Yep.
All right, now that we can actually fucking talk. The goddamn, what's in it so far? There was a base layer of bread, a crust of some sort.
They
and
put in a
then
bunch of cheese.
And then they went cheese.
Yeah.
And then was the meat directly on top of the cheese?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
I think it
believe
was.
so. Yeah,
Man,
a lot more
no, there's
cheese than what we thought.
Yeah, it's a lot of cheese.
But when it comes to pizza, fuck it.
I'm such a hypocrite with this. Like, I mean, like I've had it before. I've had authentic thick crust, and it's fucking good. it's really good, but I'm just against it, just in theory. Like
I've never had it, but I want to at least try it, and I think I can only take down maybe a piece.
Yeah, it's essentially like eating a pizza cake. Which, I mean, also in theory doesn't sound that bad.
But isn't that what a fucking deep dish is, though?
That is a deep dish. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's all this is. Yeah, okay. So yeah,
Chicago deep dish.
I'm not a fan of. I thought it was something different. Yeah, I'm not a fan of deep dish pizzas, but I mean, I would fucking get down with this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now wait for the pull. He's gonna cut this sucker. He's gonna make a pull. Like
is that upside down right there?
No, he had to kind of like flip it in the air in order to get it out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
shit falls off. It's just cheese.
See, that doesn't look good.
Man, okay. Now that you say that, I'm coming in between. Why is that popping up? There we go.
Yeah, Chicago deep dish pizza, Lou Malnati's Pizzeria Uno.
Damn, it just ends right there.
Wait a minute. Why? What is making it look so
runny?
What? Yeah. There we go. Exactly.
Oh, it's just look. It's how hot it is, man. The cheese is like liquid right now. It's fucking steaming hot, and if he let it cool down a little bit,
it looks like AI created this.
Dude, look at the background and look for the mist or the heat. It's there. Now that you mention it, that's crazy. Look at it. Whoa, the heat mist.
Where'd the meat go? I think that was an AI video.
Wait a minute. Now we got a question.
Let's dissect this again. What's the first thing we got here? We got crust.
Let's
roll this.
It's like and honestly, it's a thick, almost like an apple pie crust at the bottom.
Crust. Next is cheese. All right, crust and cheese.
And they layer the bottom with loads of fresh
mozzarella. Oh, wait a minute. They literally were going to tell us.
Chicago deep dish pizza from Gino's East. They won't tell anyone why their crust is golden hued, and they layer the bottom with loads of fresh mozzarella. And because sausage is the most popular topping in Chicago, they start with a giant ball of sausage, flatten it out to form one sheet, and then it goes on top of the mozzarella. This ensures that every bite is exactly the same. Gino's East is one of the original creators.
Can I just order the sausage
dating back
sheet?
Almost 100 years. After the sausage is evenly distributed and pressed in, it is all covered with a rich house-made marinara sauce. These pizzas are nearly 10 pounds when they're done cooking.
It was it was going so fast. Can you roll it back to before they put the meat on?
Yeah. Right before. Okay.
That every bite is exactly the same.
What is that? What's this big white circle that's on top? That's a solid piece of circle of something white.
There was some sort of time lapse that we missed.
Yeah.
Where they put either more cheese on it or Alfredo sauce.
If you look in the background, there's a giant pot with the slices of cheese. But my question is, why the slices? It takes you much longer to put them on there. And
well, what else would it be? I mean, liquid form?
No, usually mozzarella at any pizzeria that you get it from, it's in a crumble form.
Yeah.
It could also be slices of butter. We don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know. It could be cheaper form, or maybe this is just how they know to do it.
Same. Gino's East is one of the original creators of deep dish pizza, dating back almost 100 years. After the sausage is evenly distributed and pressed in, it is all covered with a rich house-made marinara sauce. These pizzas are nearly 10 pounds when they're done.
A little bit Parmesan on the top.
They have to cook for 45 minutes to make sure they're done all the way through. And because all that sauce is on top, a specially trained chef has to flip the pizza out of the pan.
That's a clever little flip there, if I've ever seen one.
Can you slow it down?
Because all that sauce.
Yeah, definitely got to slow down on this. We're going to go all the way slow down.
Specially trained chef, she said.
Now, what does he do?
Oh, so he flips it up.
It's all it is tossing it up and getting underneath it.
Tossing it and catching it. All right.
That's so. I thought he was like flipping it and catching it or something, but that would make no sense because of the sauce.
That takes special training.
It's still smooth though. I don't know that I could do that. I could probably do that.
Chef has to flip the pizza out of the pan to keep it from spilling, and you're going to want to see this cheese pull. Would you try it? Details and
I have
comments.
that
Follow
pizza
us to
for
see
the
more.
best fucking thing I've ever bought.
Right, and you got a point, man. Where the hell is the?
That must have either been a different cook, like an actual different one they pulled out of the pizza oven, or that was AI. Because that is weird. That is very weird that there's no sausage on that pizza.
Because there's no cheese right
Follow
there.
us to see more.
Okay, stop right there. There was our original pizza had crust, which is on the bottom there, and then cheese, and then it had meat directly on top of the cheese, right?
Directly on top of the cheese.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
It was done.
You're right.
It was done. Yeah, directly on top of the cheese was the meat. So, did the pizza boil? And hold on, no, I'm serious here.
Yeah.
Look, I think we're looking at the sausage. It's on the pizza. It's on top. But I think they smashed it. They did smash burger style.
That's true.
And I think when it cooked, it just spreads all over like that.
It still hurts my brain. I can't even wrap myself around that. There's no way.
I think it's just mixed in with the sauce at this point.
I wonder if this was cooked in turd oil.
I hope so.
Call back.
Hit
that like.
Yeah.
God.
Wait, Hamhead. Okay, so Hamhead is saying this is making him angry. Can you elaborate a little bit, Hamhead? Why is this making you angry? I know Hamhead is a legit cook, but I am just curious what it is about this. Tell us.
Do you see the sausage, Hamhead?
Yeah, I want to know where the sausage went. Please.
I see it. I think I see it.
I'm curious if maybe we're just wrong, and he's like, I wonder if Hamhead's going to tell us you guys are stupid because of X, some reason, because it's a possibility.
Did it rise into the sauce?
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so all right, hold on.
But it was
the first layer was crust,
yeah,
and then it was cheese, and then it went sausage on top of that, and then it was a sauce on the sausage, right?
Yeah.
And then it was Parmesan on top of the sauce. So I forgot where I was going with this.
No, I think I know where you're going, in that even we all acknowledge that the sausage could have shrank because it got cooked, but it was still one solid sheet.
So I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it was one solid sheet, Loogie, but directly on top of it, they flooded it with that sauce. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm saying it was a solid sheet, but it was a thin cold at that time, and sausage sticks to itself when it's raw and cold pretty well. So you're able to transfer it from that tool to the pie. And you got it. I'm gonna lose this one again. I just know it. I'm gonna lose this whole thought. But they had this meat, and yeah, it shrinks up a little bit when it cooks, and with it being flooded with that red sauce. And I bet this shit's boiling in there. I mean, this much cheese and the fucking sauce, and they're putting it in that oven.
Okay, wait a minute.
I bet it's bubbling, and it's bubbling in, through, and around that sausage because it was put directly on the sausage. So that I think the sauce is mixing in with the sausage as it cooks.
What happens to sausage when you boil it? I'm starting to see a little pattern.
Oh shit, guys! I am sorry. I didn't realize the time. It is 8:50. I have got to go.
Oh, that's right. You got another couple shows going on.
I've got a show going on at 9 Central.
Right on. All right. Well, hell, thank you for
time flies when
stopping
you're
by,
having fun.
Thank you very much for having me. This was fun. Please, I'd love to come back on and talk more about turd oil in India and pizza. These are the topics that I like talking about. Fuck all that grifting nonsense.
This is where it's at. Yeah. Well, we have anything you want to plug?
Skeptical Robot Fridays and unboxing Eric in 9 minutes on Hack Right Studios.
Hell yeah. All right.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. I really do appreciate it. It was fun.
Hey.
Let's please do this again.
Thanks for coming. Much love.
Take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
No, you hang up. Oh, man. Finally, we can.
Great,
Oh, that
man.
guy's the worst. No.
Oh my God, we just good cop, bad cop that. I said, oh, that was great.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. Go check him out.
I got his link. I put it in the menu.
Oh man, yeah.
Click that link. So you can check out that show later on.
I wasn't sure how he was gonna deal with the lack of structure over here because he's pretty structured with the show that he runs, Skeptical Robot, and I think it went well.
Very well. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh man, is our ADD going to be a little too much? But he rolled with it, man, very well.
I was curious about the pauses, the moments of silence, like how would that go? It's already it's rough for you, but a new person, how would they react? I don't know.
We did good.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I thought we did a good show, Chops,
but we didn't complete the goal, so we couldn't have.
I guess we didn't. Show. I guess we didn't do a good show.
Hey, maybe next time.
Maybe next time we'll get enough likes.
Yeah, right.
But I thought we did a good show. I figured we would be closer to a higher number by now on the like side.
It is so hard to fake being disappointed for me. I'm now realizing this.
The only way I can do it is if it's over something stupid like likes, like hit the like button. Not like I could. Oh my God, the cringe that I would feel if I was trying to do that passive aggressive guilt shit about something financial where I'm asking them to give me money.
Yeah, how do you keep that on your shoulders? How do you kind of say like you're doing your job right by doing that?
Oof. Yeah, that's rough.
Well, he keeps on making them, so somehow.
All right, Hamhead says, "My apologies, people. That pizza shit got too real."
I think the part was like he just didn't like the sausage part.
Didn't like the which part? Sausage?
Yeah, the sausage.
Yeah. It did.
Now that brings. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say it at first. I think it was you that said it was too much meat.
Was it you? No, maybe it was Luigi.
Yeah, maybe it was Luigi. Somebody had said too much meat, and I was thinking maybe, I don't know, but after it cooked, if it did what I'm thinking it did with the mixing in with the sauce, all nice like, then it didn't look like too much meat at all.
It looked like it should have had way more on there, which brings me to the thought, like, I wonder if loose sausage compared to flattened out sausage tastes different. Oh, shit.
You wondering if loose sausage tastes different from flat sausage?
Like sausage crumbles versus sausage blanket.
Sausage blanket, like that pressed out thing you did. Yeah,
it's gonna be the name of the new show.
Is that a thing?
Blanket.
Sausage blanket, yeah. Goddamn. Have you ever seen one of those things that he pressed out the meat with?
I have. Yeah, some people use that just for dough these days.
Damn. Uh-oh, Hamhead.
Much love, man.
Chat, $5 dance for all the ladies in chat corn. Yeehaw, sock cucka. Well, normally I don't allow people to talk to me that way, but
things we do.
It's only halfway done, that song.
I was having so much fun with that. God dang it. That was crazy.
Only fucking halfway done. All right.
So
everybody,
we got Corp. We got Corp by next Tuesday, right?
I think we do. I think he's back from wherever he's been on his outing. I think they call it up there. Or
yeah.
Hop about.
He went bear hunting.
Bear hunting.
It's a Canadian thing.
Ooh. Yogi Bear. Look at
that bear.
God, he loved picnic baskets. I couldn't tell you one thing that he liked in them, though. Just probably sandwiches in general.
I don't think. Yeah. Everybody had the sandwich in there. I've never seen him eat anything other than a sandwich with a little toothpick and the olive on top.
That's right, Tiff. $5 gets y'all a lot. We got to start dialing it back a little bit on the 5. Maybe we can work it up and get that can be the $20 one or something.
We pick and choose. Corn, do we have anything left to say to the lovely crowd before we go check out Luigi on his channel?
I think we do.